great to be back. And thank you again for the great speech, Pragna. It was awesome. It was very empowering for all of us. And I think it's great that she went before me, because what I am speaking about ties closely to what she just said. So it's great to speak here and address you all on the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. And it's truly an honor to speak on empowering women to use the power of artificial intelligence for achieving food security and alleviating poverty. The focus of my speech will focus slightly more on alleviating poverty, because I think we all need to choose our battles, and we can't solve everything, but we will try to solve one thing. And I firmly believe that a solution is in sight, but we need to take a few steps to make it happen. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. Great words by a great man. That was Kofi Annan. While I won't attempt to retell some statistics that you've already heard from many eminent speakers before me, I'll summarize a few key details. Homelessness and poverty is on the rise at an alarming rate. In fact, here in America, it's growing year after year after year. And these are just a few numbers for context. In 2017, the numbers were 190,000. In 2020, it grew to 234,000. And in 2022, it grew even further to 421,000. So that's a lot of growth year on year. And these are numbers as reported by endhomelessness.org. Here's a few more numbers. And again, I'm not trying to be a downer here, but the facts are the facts, and I think it helps to illustrate the point for context. 5 million additional children experienced poverty in America in 2022. For context, in 2021, there were 3.8 million children that experienced poverty. 3.8 million children experienced poverty here in America in 2021. And guess what that number grew by just 1 year. In 2022, that number grew to 9 million. 9 million children experience poverty here in America. And the worldwide number is even more startling. Approximately 10% of the population experiences poverty. And that's approximately 712 million. My numbers may be off depending on the reporting source, but that is approximately the number. 9 to 10% of the population experience poverty, and that's really startling. Now the question is there a solution? I believe that there is a solution. I believe that prosperity is the answer, and that isn't a lie. And I think that AI can help, and I'm going to show you a few ways how that can be made possible. For context, the digital content creation industry, get ready for this, is worth $90 billion by 2033. It's estimated to be worth 90 billion, I said billion, by 2033. In fact, currently, in 2023, it's worth $27 billion. And in 10 years' time, it's projected to jump to $90 billion. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because this symbolizes a huge opportunity for you all, a huge opportunity for many content creators that exist all over the world to use the power of AI to create content, and in doing so, participate in this massive economic boom that has just happened. These are a few AI tools that exist today. This is not an exhaustive list, but these are a few, and you may know a few of these names. There are tools like ChatGPT and Copilot by Microsoft that are used to create blog content. There's also tools like Midjourney, Leonardo AI, and DALL-E that are used for graphic design content. There's also other AIs like 11 Labs that are used to create voiceover content. And there's other AI tools like Synthesia that is used to create avatar related content. And these are essentially talking heads. And then there's more. We have AI tools like Lumen 5 that allow you to create video content, as well as Magenta that allow you to create music content. You can actually create music, become a DJ, mix music using some of these tools. And these are, and many of these tools, if not all, are completely free. And this is what symbolizes the biggest opportunity of our time. I'd like to share with you a few examples, if technology permits, as to exactly what this sounds like.
We have just the tool for you. Lily Launch Tools helps you create goals that are visual, dynamic, and interactive. You can share these.
So that's a small clip from a video that's on my YouTube channel, but that was completely AI. That voice that you heard was AI. There wasn't a human. It sounded very enthusiastic and it sounded very perky and peppy. And that's the power of AI. AI can do that. And it's right there at your fingertips. And it's something that is accessible to you all. Now, I did hear a few concerns about some realities of certain economic challenges that may exist in certain countries like Africa, as well as other countries, including Asia and even right here in America. But I believe that since a lot of these AI tools are browser-based, which means that you can use them from the internet, you actually don't need advanced hardware to run. Somebody also said, oh, wait a minute, how do I run the software? How do I access the internet? These are all valid concerns, and there actually is an answer to these concerns. For example, here in New York, you can walk into any public library and access the internet for free. You can walk into any train station and access the internet for free because there's free Wi-Fi. And what's more, many of the New York City public libraries have computers connected to the internet, which you can use to create these contents by using all these AIs, which again, there's no download required. You just go to a website, log in, and create the content. It's really that simple. So the matter really is, it's more about if somebody is given the knowledge and the ideation for is this possible and given a roadmap as to what to do, then I think it is possible. Also to support or address certain objections that I've heard here as well as in other places. I think that this isn't some futuristic vision or a utopia. This is already here, it's right now, it's already begun. And how do I know it's begun and how do I know that this is a reality right now? Well, there's this service called Fiverr. And on Fiverr, I myself have actually worked with content creators from Nigeria, from Cairo, from Egypt, from countries in the MENA, North Africa region, as well as parts of East and West Africa that are actually doing this already. And these are content creators that are using AI successfully and earning a great amount of money in dollars. Since they're on Fiverr, they're earning in US dollars, so I'm sure the currency conversion works really well for them. So these are all solutions for now, and it's something that's already in play. And I think the challenge now, it's just about letting people know that there is a way. Because once you know there's a way, it'll happen, and you just need a little bit of guidance. And that's what brings me to the next point about my company, Rsquare Media. So this isn't intended to be some sort of a shameless plug or a commercial for Rsquare Media, but more as an anecdotal evidence. So Rsquare Media as a company was founded in 2013, and in 2014, we created the Global Mentorship Program, which was very popular, that allowed us to partner with New York State Department of Labor, where we provided at-risk youth on-site internship opportunity. And that was extremely eye-opening experience. And that showed me that if you give someone, regardless of their background, where they're coming from, a little bit of patience, a little bit of empathy, a little bit of direction, a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of your belief, they can do wonders. And I've seen myself the amazing work that they've produced. It's brilliant. And these were all kids that were written off by the system because they had certain behavioral quirks or had some issues. But I firmly believe that with the right guidance, anything is possible. And that's exactly what my company, Rsquare Media, aspires to do and has continued to do for the last 10 plus years. And we in fact receive 600 plus applications every single year from the world's top schools, including the top schools here in the US. I'll name a few: Harvard, Yale, Johns Hopkins, Stony Brook University, Emerson College, Berkeley University, MIT, Sloan, and the list goes on, RIT, Malloy College. I can go on and on as far as the number of schools that apply and the number of students that we've helped. And more importantly, we've received applications from 19 plus countries worldwide, where a lot of these students originally hail from. So I am feeling very optimistic about what the future holds. And what's even more unique is that Rsquare Media historically has always skewed women. And I think that's also very telling. In fact, it's funny to say this, but I'm a minority in my own company. 98%, yes, 98% of the company is all women, 98%. And they're all young women from many diverse backgrounds. And one of the things, what really attracts women and the application and the level of interest that we sustain is our promise. Our promise is very simple. We help them land their dream job in their dream company quickly. And we create a roadmap, and the mentorship essentially provides them the opportunity to do that. And the success of our program actually speaks for itself, because many of them, in fact all of them, when they get into the job market, get 3 to 4 job offers from their ideal company in their ideal industry of choice as well. And this is something that has happened consistently over the last 10 years. In fact, one of the candidates that mentored with us, in fact, she called me one afternoon and said, "Rajiv, oh my God, I'm so stressed right now. You need to help me." And I said, "What happened?" And she said, "Well, I got these 2 calls, I got these 2 offers, and I'm so confused. I don't know what to do." I said, "Well, tell me about it." "Well, I got this offer from Goldman Sachs, and I also got this offer from Microsoft. What do I do?" Interesting problem to have, right? Well, the mentorship is about really understanding our people and knowing their taste, habits, preferences, knowing their personality type, and also knowing their life goals and their aspirations. And because of that, I knew that she wanted that work-life balance. She wanted to be in technology. She wanted to achieve growth. She also wanted to be in an environment that could nurture and support her. And based on that, I recommended that she accept the offer from Microsoft. And she's been there for the last 3 plus years, doing extremely well, and is still in the same division that originally hired her. In fact, she was even featured in a national press in India, where she's from originally. And she actually says in her interview that the time at Rsquare Media gave her the most clarity in taking the most important decision of her life, and the confidence in knowing that it was the right decision. I'll leave you with a little word of encouragement. Life is like an egg. When it breaks from the outside, life ends. But when it breaks from the inside out, life begins. Great things always begin from the inside. There's greatness in each and every one of you. And I think it's high time that the world found out about it. Thank you so much for your time.